I gotta do the music. I wasn't gonna do it, but it's kind of routine now. Hey guys, welcome back to an episode of Frank Presents the Play Call. We are joined just me and Nikki right now. June is a little tied up. Bree's still taking her vacation, so when she gets back, the seat will be there. Nikki, how you feeling?
I am well, of course, like always. That's highly favored. But I'm doing well. Today's another Wednesday. Yeah, today's Wednesday, right?
It is Wednesday. It is.
Okay,
Well,
today's another good Wednesday.
we're about 24 hours away from the first game of the season, Bills at Rams. And before we get our predictions, we're going to cover some of the news that's out there. Not much going on, but last week, Russell Wilson signed with Denver, agreed to a 5-year extension worth $245 million, including $165 million guaranteed. How you guys feel about it? Well, how do you feel?
Listen. So look, to talk about this person because we're talking about Russell. It's hard to say nobody else or anybody else that get paid or get a substantial of money in their concert in their contract is not deserving when we know Deshaun ain't finna play and he got
He got 200 what
you
50 mil guaranteed.
right. It's hard to try to downplay anybody else,
Mhm.
So good on Russ. You know what I mean? Russ gonna do just well with the Broncos. So yeah, I'm happy for him. I love Russ. So you couldn't get me say nothing nasty about Mr. Wilson.
Nah, but I wouldn't say nothing nasty about Russell. Look, Russell's a class act. For one, he was very professional how he handled his business. Even though he wanted out of the team, he still played. Let's not forget he had a lot of early success. Got a Super Bowl, went to should have had a back-to-back if they would have probably ran the ball instead of throwing it, but that's neither here or there. And even with a weak offensive line, he still made things happen out of nothing. I'm very excited to see what he does with Denver this year. I drafted him in two out of three of my fantasy teams, expecting him to do great. And this contract just shows that Denver is committed to winning, and they locked him down because he's young still. Locked him down for the next 5 to 7 years, and so he has a home. And Russell, since he got there, he's been doing well. He's been meeting with the teams, practicing. Even when he's away doing what he does on the side, he's still watching video and communicating with the team. So I think it's a good look for them. I can't be mad at and
Mr. Wilson.
I wish him a lot. Speaking of contracts, Lamar Jackson gives the Ravens a Friday deadline. What is your thoughts?
I think that's very interesting. I can't say he's been patient. I can't even say, I guess my biggest question is if they don't do it by Friday, what we doing?
And I think that's the same question I asked you in the chat. I said, well, he's not going to play.
Yeah,
you know
what we doing?
What you going to do? Because you still got a year left in your rookie contract. So it's not like they're dubbing you. They don't have to extend you right now. They can actually say, hey, play out your last year and we'll see where we at. Now, next year they have more cap space. They're going to get more money from, TV contracts and stuff like that. So they can give them more money. But again, we've talked about this the week before, just because the Cleveland Browns were desperate and gave old boy all that money guaranteed, doesn't mean that the Ravens are going to be desperate and give you that money guaranteed either.
I guess my biggest question to include what you're doing, if they don't, what you doing?
Yeah.
Who?
I mean, we saw last year the backup Huntley threw the ball better down the field, He can scramble. He
Yeah,
has some good games.
but he's not the answer either. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I go back to say, and not to downplay Huntley, you know what I'm saying, because he did play well, but I go back to say that some solid people, like I truly believe some people are solid QB2,
Yeah,
and they have good splashes, or when my back is against the wall, I can actually lean on you. Can't carry us throughout the year, but I can lean on you when I need to just,
yeah.
tap, 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 tap in, right? So I don't think Huntley is the answer. I guess my only thing for Lamar is this. You are so talented. Can't nobody take that from you, right? We all see that. We've been saying this, and it's not a today thing. It's not even only us saying this. If he could perfect a little portion or the ball, he could perfect that and give me more accuracy, Lamar wouldn't be in this situation that he's in now. Like, I think he's doing his part, but he doesn't do it entirely. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and then I also truly believe, and you said this last week, we need to stop looking at other people because we don't know. Like, all we know is Deshaun did this. And granted, it looks great. It's nothing bad, but we don't really know the ins and outs of all these other people's contracts.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So, I hate to bring in church, which I know sounds crazy. I remember my pastor once told us that, right? That you always see people outcome. You don't see the sweat, the blood, and the tears to get them to what you see.
The
You
struggle.
get what I'm saying? The struggle, right? So he used to always say, when you be like, oh God, give me this like sister so-and-so. How about if God didn't want you to go through the hurdles
Mm-hmm.
sister so-and-so went through? You know what I mean? So I guess that's the only thing I could say from Lamar. Like, I just hope that what you feel like you are entitled to, and not saying Lamar isn't. You get what I'm saying? Not saying that he isn't. But I just hope that what he feels like he's in, like, I hope right now this ultimatum don't turn around and bite him in the tail.
Yeah, I agree with you. I do. I love the analogy you put down about not knowing the struggles, but we want what people have. Everybody goes to their own path to get where we're at. And I think that's a valid point. We don't know everybody's contract. We just see the numbers. And every person's circumstance is not the same as another. Like the Herd said, the Baltimore Ravens is a good ran organized team. The organization is well ran. So they're not the Cleveland Browns. And they've had a lot more success in the past years than Cleveland has, So they're not going to be quick to jump in there and give you all this money if they don't believe that certain things need to change. So I do agree. I think that maybe, hey, play this year out, stay healthy, take care of yourself. No one to slide, no one just to get down. Throw the ball where you need to. Show them that, listen, I am what you need. Win the game, maybe win more than one playoff game in a series. And you know what? Make them give you that money. But if come Friday they don't pay you, what you gonna do? Hold out when they still got you on the contract for 1 year? Then now you're being, in my opinion, you're being selfish. You're not being a team player. And it depends where Lamar wants to be. Does he want to be talked about like a Russell, a Mahomes who restructured, hell, Brady who took discounts all the time, other quarterbacks that did right for the team to win? Or do you want to be looked like at the selfish player, like a Aaron Rodgers? Give me my money, and I don't care if I lose my wide receiver one.
Yeah, but okay, so I got a question for you now. Right? Who is he supposed to be looking out for?
Himself. Definitely himself.
So where's the thin line?
It goes what his goals are, right? Because if your goal is to win a Lombardi trophy, to have at least one Super Bowl win, you have to think, what is it going to get there? Is it going to mean be by myself? Obviously, he can't do it by himself. We've seen that already. Is it going to mean I take less money so we can get a better defense so I don't have to do as much? Or does it mean I take less money so we could bring the key players in that I need or the team needs for me to be able to get to the next level? Make sense? Or offensive line or something like that, Go ahead.
How long do you see? You know how some of these squads in their mind they missing this one little piece, one little piece. Mm, The Ravens ain't missing one piece. So
I mean, so
how long am I taking this cut?
well, think about it. Okay, so let's look at teams that made adjustments and won the Super Bowl in the last 4 years. The Chiefs let go of Alex Smith and brought him started Mahomes. Mahomes got him to the Super Bowl and they won. You know, Jameis Winston left Tampa. Brady went down there, they won. Stafford did the same thing, left the line and went to the Rams, and they won the Super Bowl first year there. So sometimes you're missing one piece. The question is, like you said, what are they missing? I don't know. I don't know, because they had a good wide receiver that had his little issues, but he left because the team that he was playing for didn't fit what he wants in his position. The defense that they've had is pretty stout, and last year they had the most injuries. Remember, they went into the season losing damn near their whole starting lineup just in preseason and training camp. So I think this year would be better off. I think this year we'll see exactly what they need. Is it another wide receiver? Is it another tight end? Is it a better offensive line to protect him, give him time in the pocket where he doesn't have to scramble? Is it a better defense to apply pressure so that the other quarterback makes the mistakes and they get more touches on the ball, you know? I don't know. I'm not a Ravens fan to know exactly what I think, but what I think is just more consistency too. You know, them getting everybody.
And that's what I'm saying. He needs to do his part at the end of the day, because even if they're missing 1 or 2, 3 or 4 pieces, Lamar needs to, like, he's not all the way there either.
Lamar's an X factor, and I think that's the problem, is that he's such a great talent that we all believe that he can impact the game himself. We know that. The problem is when you're not yourself, can you be something different to help the team get over? If I'm making sense, you know what I'm saying? When you can't do what Lamar does, and now you're forced to be in the pocket and throw, and you're forced to make that quarterback decision like other quarterbacks do, can you do it? And is your team allowing you to do that? Are they, and when I say team, I'm talking about coaches too. Are they calling the right plays to allow you to be better than what you have been? You've heard me talk about it before. You know, when you got a offensive coordinator or coach asking you to be something you're not helping the team, you're hurting the team. You know? So
I hope he get what he wants / deserves. You know what I'm saying? Or I hope they can find a very nice medium where, you know, him and the team feel like they both are on the winning side, and not winning side on as in, you know, just on me, you know, kind of ordeal, but where they feel like they're both comfortable that they did what was best for the team and for Lamar, and vice versa. You know what I mean? Lamar needs to feel the same way, but I guess I don't know. I understand it makes it hard when you see people that you feel are less than you or less talent, and they're getting max, you know, max payout. But I'll say this too, and this more for Lamar. Lamar, like some of these people that are getting max payout, they see what they've done for the team, whatever team they came from, and they feel like they are the missing piece.
Yeah.
Team, you know what I'm saying? So talking like the Browns, they feel like Deshaun would take them over. Talking about Broncos, they feel like Russ would take them over. You've been there.
Mm-hmm.
And for whatever reason, 1 or 2 situation, the team hasn't gone to their promised land. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, you're right. So, that's a good point too. You know, again, other teams saw what they needed, they went and got it, and it helped. It proved. You've been on the team now 4 years, going in your 5th year, and you have they haven't seen it. So now, speaking of that, that's a good transition point. I'm glad you did it that way. San Francisco 49ers, they signed Jimmy G for 1 more year, right? So my question to you is, by them signing Jimmy G, does it show that they're not 100% sold on Trey Lance?
So in this preseason, it's not shocking that they extended Jimmy G. Trey Lance wasn't there yet. He ain't there yet. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some people need to sit under people a little longer.
Yeah, I agree.
It's gonna be a point where I have to cut our losses or just ride out the wave of what we got. And right now, they're riding the wave of what they got with Jimmy G.
Well, the coach was very, very crucial of Trey Lance in the preseason. You know, he said, look, he's not making some of the throws. He's inconsistent.
Yeah.
He's not accurate. You know, decision making isn't there. So he wasn't one of these coaches lying like, oh, yeah, he's doing great, knowing damn well the film is showing something different. So I think keeping Jimmy G was smart. And I think they know in their hearts that they have a cutoff for Trey Lance. If by this week he doesn't have a winning record or we don't see no improvement, hey, Jimmy, you getting in there. And in that division, they don't have the luxury of sitting around and waiting. They don't. So it might be sooner than later, but I think it was smart. And let's be honest, nobody was really trying to take Jimmy G. The Browns the Browns who needed a backup quarterback, they stay with Jacoby. Seattle, who doesn't even have both their quarterbacks are weak. They didn't go after him. You know, they even made a joke on Speak for Yourself on Speak Now, that they were calling teams to take him and nobody wanted to take him. So I mean, at the end of the day,
because Jimmy G ain't it either.
Yeah, you know, he's had his shortcomings, but the success is.
I say this, right? It's not that he's not it. But I just said about Lamar and like situation. Jimmy G ain't gonna be the factor that take you over. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm gonna plug a hole, I want to plug a hole with certainty. Not plug the hole so the house is halfway getting filled.
Yeah.
I want the leak to stop.
Yeah, correct. I agree there. So now on some of the news, speaking of contracts, the Bills gave Dawson Knox a 4-year term for $53.6 million extension through 2026. That's pretty good, you know, young tight end there. Emmanuel Sanders announces retirement after 12-year career in the NFL. That's nice. And Joe Flacco got the start over Zach Wilson week 1, but the Jets are playing the Ravens. They're going to Baltimore. What do you think about that?
It was a loss anyway. It ain't matter who they put on them. But yeah, he ain't ready yet.
He hurt too, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He the one that got the no contact hurt. Wasn't it him?
I think so.
Yeah, it was him. Where during preseason, ain't nobody touch him and he pulled whatever, he got hurt. He ain't ready. Cause Flacco ain't the answer to me either, but Zach Wilson ain't ready. He ain't ready to come back. Look, it was a dub anyway. They was gonna lose.
Oh yeah, I think they're losing that game anyway. I mean, at the end of the day, I think the fact that Lamar's trying to get the contract, the team is coming back healthy. You got missing pieces, you know, that weren't there last year, going to be there this year. You know, Lamar is looking like he's going to ball out this game. I mean, you know, we'll see what happens in that game. One question that June had up here, I don't know if you did.
June ain't here, but I got a question for him.
What does being a team captain mean to you? And at what year do you believe is a good time to be named a team captain?
All right, so I'm actually happy that he said that. As soon as you said captain, I thought about my team, right? And I think the meaning of captain is so diluted a little bit.
Okay.
And I only say that because last year, which whatever. Last year was Trevor Lawrence's first year. He was a team captain.
Yeah.
So when I think of a team captain, and it don't gotta be tenure. I don't think it has to be tenure. I think it has to be experience.
Okay. Experience. Okay, I like that.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because sometimes people can lead without being there for, X amount of time. But I'll give you an example. If you go to a new job and you've been at that new job for 6 months, let's just say 6 months, and they made you a captain. The first thing, as if you're my captain, the first thing I'm looking at is what's this person's resume? Like where you get what I'm saying? Because you haven't been with us long enough to even know understands our ins and out. But if you've been doing this title for a while, I could be like, oh, this person's experienced. Yeah, they might not have been with us, but they dabbled a little bit. They played a little bit. Now with Trevor, and I'm not trying to pick on Trevor as a thingy, but just to explain, my thought is like, yes, you played high school, but we're talking about a different, you know what I'm saying? What, Josiah? Go ahead. We're talking about we're talking about the NFL. It's two different ball games. I can't say that he can't lead, but where's the experience? The knowledge on this type of level, you know? So I say this. So for the people that has the tenure and the experience, I feel like it's watered down a little bit.
Yeah.
When you got somebody that
No, I agree. So to me, what a captain means is a person that can help lead the team, a role model, a leader in the locker room, somebody with experience, a Calais Campbell, a Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Mahomes, who's been in, receivers like Cooper Kupp, defensive players, Russell Wilson, people that have been and they get voted by the team to be team captain. So I do believe, like you said, there should be some tenure there. Doesn't have to be a veteran, but at least a couple of years on the team to show experience. Because at the end of the day, like you said, Trevor's year was first year last year, and he's a captain. That's dope. But if I'm a young player coming in and I'm like, yo, you my quarterback, but how much can you tell me about the NFL when you're playing your first season like I'm playing my first season? Now like if you had another player, like let's say one of your other tenured players, then I would say, hey, okay, talk to me. You know what I mean? It's having the experience to me that's what means the most to me. Yeah, I'm about to ask him when he gets back on when we see his awesome face and his name. Somebody's retired. Let it go, let it go. June, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on?
why can't we see you? Boo? Oh my gosh! Look at it! Look at it! Look at it!
I saw it.
I can't see him.
Well,
Anyway,
trying to
Jill, we
teach the
ain't saying
audience
nothing.
some Spanish at the same time.
Oh my gosh! Be quiet.
Yeah.
Be quiet.
Oh,
So
Actually, on
June,
your question, Jim.
yeah, we are on your question, man. What does it mean to be a team captain, and how long do you think you have to be before you're named one?
love it. I love that question. I sat here and I was like, I know they're gonna love that question too. So what was your guys' answer? I was really curious of you guys.
I think Nikki and I both agree it should be somebody with some experience under their belt, not necessarily like a Tom Brady with 23 years, but somebody with tenure. I said Russell Wilson. I said other people like maybe if Trevor Lawrence was named captain this year, vice last year when he's going into his second year, at least he has a whole season on his belt. For me, I said as being a captain is a person that's a leader, a role model, a person that can help the team, guide the team, and have control of the team. not just you've let's say for example a Leonard Fournette, you won a Super Bowl and you're a good running back, so now you're a team captain. No, a person that is they're respected by the team.
Yeah, so mine, like for instance, mine wasn't more tenure. I think it's more experience. You get what I'm saying? Like, I just don't feel like somebody that can actually um pour into someone. You know what I mean? So as a rookie or my first year, I don't trying to learn the ropes too. I'm trying to get accustomed. So for me to be leading someone where shit, I'm still like the blind leading how's it said, the
Blind, the
whatever.
blind leading the
Yeah,
blind.
the blind leading whatever, right? I can't lead what I don't know either, right?
Yep.
We learn it together. So to be in a position where I am the leader, where I need to be led a little bit. I think it's injustice for the person named the captain and the people that they're leading. Now I'm okay with you having a voice in the locker room. I'm okay with people listening to you, but I think it weighs more when you have the experience behind you. Like the analogy I use is, when somebody come into a job and only been at this job for 6 months, as me sitting back being a follower, and I'm like, this person, check-in sheet ain't even dry yet. The ink in the check-in sheet. But then when you see, oh, they've worked in, something similar to the position that they put in. Oh, they've been doing this for 5 years. You're more reluctant to listen because now you're not more listening to uh the person per se, but you listen to the experience. Like they've already been through this. They understand this. So um I don't know. That's just how I
All
see it.
right. And I agree. I think most of the stuff that I was thinking about when I was thinking about it, and the reason I came up with that was I was looking at how Darius Slay, how he reacted when he was named team captain for the first time. And my dude was super excited. It's almost like being hey, you're the LPO, and it's something that some people are like, oh, LPO or whatever, but for a lot of people it means a lot.
Yeah.
So I started thinking to myself, then they named Mitch Trubisky the team captain, right? And I get it. Ben left. Rudolph is the only one the other quarterback that's there that's more tenured or whatnot. But I also started thinking, like, my dude just got there like less than 6 months ago. Like, bam, you get to wear that C. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying it's the wrong thing.
But you know what it goes to? He's a
Mhm.
veteran with experience. He was a starting quarterback that took the Bears to, I think, the playoffs a couple of times, then went to be a backup in Buffalo, and now he's a starting quarterback again. So I think to them, naming him is not just because he's new to the team, but it's really mostly because he has the experience, which goes back to what Nikki said, a tenured player, a person that has the experience. At least to be able to say, hey, listen, I've been on a struggling team. This is what we had to do to win. We had a little bit of success. This is where my failures were. This is where we could do better, and so forth and so forth. And again, we don't know Trubisky. Like Slay is a phenomenal player. Trubisky though, we don't know much about him. He didn't make a big splash in Chicago, and obviously as a backup in Buffalo, Josh Allen's there. That's a big shadow. You know what I'm saying? They're not talking about Trubisky. They're talking about Josh Allen. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why they did it. But
Yeah.
we covered a couple of topics, man. We talked about some contracts with Lamar, saying if Friday he doesn't get a contract, what Friday's a deadline. Me and Nikki discussed what's going to happen if he doesn't get the contract. Is he not going to play? Is he still going to play? He's still in his rookie contract. It's not like, his contract's about to expire, and if he doesn't get paid by Friday, he doesn't play. He's technically under contract. What do you think he'll do come Friday if he doesn't get picked up?
I think he'll still play. I think he'll still play. Harbaugh was on the news this morning, and he was speaking about his character, right? Lamar Jackson's character isn't going to allow him not to play. He
Okay.
understands that he'll be making $23 million this year. So I mean, I doubt that's, you know what I'm saying.
Hey,
I'll play for 23 million.
yeah, give me 23 million to start doing what I love to do. You know what I'm saying? If they was paying us $20 million to be in the Navy, we will all do it. No problem. Get up early, stay in the Navy, run drills. We don't care. Well, yeah, 23 million, I'm there. So I mean, I get it. Before we go into the week predictions, I want to cover some of the injuries that are going to happen this week one that are already there. This is not saying that they're out or what, but I know Thursday night we have Buffalo at Rams. The Bills have questionable their outside lineman Tommy Doyle on a foot and the tight end Quentin Morris for hamstring. The Rams have Van Jefferson out with a knee injury. Saints and Browns. Saints at Saints at Falcons. I'm sorry. And they don't have anything there. Browns at Panthers, nothing. 49ers at Chicago, nothing there so far. So it looks like the only main injury that they have listed is one for tomorrow's game, obviously, because they have to have it there. So do you think that's going to play an impact, at least a wide receiver out for the Rams against the Buffalo Bills defense that was the #1 rated defense in the league last year?
Who's the receiver that's out?
Van Jefferson.
No. They picked up that other receiver for the Rams. Lee, who was it, bro?
I'm not sure. Oh, Allen Robinson.
They picked up Allen Robinson. I thought that was a good pickup.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, no, I don't think it had an effect at all. I think that the spotlight is more on Ramsey than anything.
Yeah, well, we'll see. All right, Nick, you got your pen ready? You got your pad ready? I'll be right back. Let me do something real quick, and you guys, we're gonna go into the predictions. So Nick, get your mind right, Nick.
I got it.
Hey, Nick, hold on. Hey, you know who the Jaguars captain is, right?
Yeah,
I'm asking you. I'm just asking. Do you agree with that?
No, that was the point. So when I started it with Trevor was the captain last year.
Do you agree with that?
That's why I said that I think we need people with experience. That even though I understand Trevor college or whatever, we're talking about the NFL. And listen, that's what I said. Saying that we listen to you in the locker room, like I'm not against that. But how are you leading me when this is your first year?
That's a fact. It was like, hey, something's gonna go down, and you'd be like, the normal experienced person would say, you know what we do when we get in this situation, but in Trevor's voice is like, you know what if we were to be in this situation before, let me tell you something about this, guys. This what we will do.
What I heard, per what I seen, not per what I experienced.
I've seen this on YouTube before, guys.
But you know what they didn't do? What's the dude name?
I don't know.
What's the dude that we did this year? The defense thingy dude. What's his name? Walker. What's his first name?
You talking about Donald?
No, on my team, the one that we drafted, the #1 pick this year.
Oh, golly.
Yeah,
his last name is Walker.
I'll tell you right now. Hold on.
It was Walker. What was his name, y'all?
I forgot.
Jacksonville, Devin Lloyd, linebacker from Utah.
No, that wasn't our #1.
I just Googled it.
You're gonna tell me.
You mean your Trevon Walker?
Yeah, there you go.
Trevon
that was
Walker.
our #1.
Yep.
I knew it was Walker. I could not remember his first name. Oh, come on.
They had a lot of stuff that said they had like 7, I want to say.
No, we ain't had no damn 7. But him, he's not our thing. You know who they put over him? Josh Allen, which I agree with.
I like Josh Allen though.
I love Josh Allen. Okay, so when you asked that question,
I forgot y'all had a Josh Allen on your team. I'm talking about a fucking quarterback from the Bills.
I remember last
I
year. It was like
didn't.
that's the
Yeah,
first
I said
time
that back
that the
last year.
dude. Yeah, you remember that news last year? It's the first time ever that Josh Allen sacked Josh Allen.
Yeah, I mean, I remember. I was there. Remember?
Oh, that's right. My bad.
Um, I have this question. Last year they didn't put offensive, right, for the offensive side. If they didn't put Trevor, who were they gonna put? Sometimes I feel like
Your
they're back.
receiver,
Which one?
Jones. What?
So
You say no?
sometimes I feel like some people have to be named what it is because
Right, because of their
of just
position.
position and situational, situation. You get what I'm saying, right? And not more so because they're ready to be there. It's just because who else we gonna put there?
You're right. If you had Randy Moss there as a receiver and his kind of like a little bit over his prime, and you had Lawrence there, would you name Randy Moss the captain over Lawrence?
They would. Not even more because of respect too. Like don't get see I think he would because of exactly what I said, the experience, the knowledge that people can tap into. You get what I'm saying? Look, I'm not taking from nobody or whatever, but we whole team, Josh Allen stands out.
Right.
You can't say the same for a lot of people on my team. Oh, I'm talking about last year. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
All right, how are we doing this pick 'em? I had another question, but I think I'm gonna go down the rabbit hole. So June,
Yo.
your team have nothing really against them. Can't win the division. Y'all not playing nobody for real, for real. And when y'all do,
We're playing professionals. Everybody in the NFL is a damn professional. Okay?
I hate him, yo.
We're playing a professional October 2nd. I know that. If we lose to them, then what?
yeah, but that's before that you'd have played like 18 million other thingy.
You just said we ain't playing nobody. So what are we talking about?
For real, not for real. Have you ever looked at June team schedule, Frank?
Nah, I haven't.
All right. So this week, let me just run it down real quick, right? So September 11th, they're playing the Lions. Hold on. September 11th, they're playing. Hold on, we forgot to say that, but hold on. September 11th, they're playing the Lions. September 19th, they're playing the Vikings. September 25th, they're playing the why do I keep wanting to call these people the Commodores? The Commanders. That's already 3-0.
That's not
Oh wow.
That's not true because the Vikings could upset. Vikings could upset. They got Justin Jefferson. They got a good defense.
They got a solid 3-0. Okay, hold on. Then it might go. This might be their first loss. So October 2nd.
Oh gosh, always feel like virtual rocks or something.
They're gonna be 3-1. They playing the Jags. October 9th, they're playing the Cardinals. All right now, woo. Okay, this is when their season start going downhill. So from October 2nd, 3-1. October 9th, 3-2. October 16th, I think they're gonna split. But anyway, they play the Cowboys. The 30th, they play the Steelers. The 3rd, they play the Texans. Then they play the Commanders. I always got to think before I say them. November 20th, they play the Colts. Then they play the Packers. Then they play the Titans. Then they play the Giants. They play the Bears. They play the Cowboys again. They play the Saints. And they play Giants again.
That's a tough little schedule there. I don't want to go
No,
too much
it's
in depth
not.
with it.
Come
But,
on now.
I mean, you said the Packers, the Titans.
Yeah, that's towards the end of the year. But by that time, y'all done already wrapped up 6 damn wins.
Well, I'm not going to bank too much on the Packers this year. They don't even have a real wide receiver one. So, I mean, if your defense shows up and can play against and hold up and your quarter makes just the right decisions, y'all could pull out a win. The Titans, we don't know what they're going to look like. They lost A.J. Brown and, Henry got to stay healthy the whole season. So, we don't know. But I will say this. I don't agree with y'all going 3-0 the first 3 weeks. I believe a 2-1 would be more accurate. And I think the Vikings can give you run for the money. The first week, you should win that one. Who y'all playing first week again? Well, we
the Vikings, the
Mighty
Commodores,
Lions,
and
the mighty
Lions.
New
the Lions.
Detroit Lions.
Lions are still rebuilding. So I mean, I'm not. If y'all lose to the Lions week 1, I don't want you saying anything.
The rest of the season.
Into the season's over. Okay. When we say Eagles, just quiet.
Oh, I hate y'all, man.
Just quiet.
That was, that's something I expected from Nikki, but not you, Frank.
Bro, on, man. Come on, bro. That's like man. You really think your team is better on paper, better than the Lions. If y'all go to Detroit and lose week 1 out the gate to an NFC team,
don't say that because the Packers lost week 1 and they recovered.
Yeah, but Aaron also didn't show up to camp until the day before the game starts. You know what I'm saying? Like Aaron's making commercials and podcasts, and then shows up, I'm ready to play. And then I think he loses on purpose to say, hey, listen, relax, we're gonna win.
I swear to God, I feel like that man did that stuff. But anyway.
All right. So how we gonna do this is Nikki first, June, and then myself. And then next week we'll switch it. I'll go before June. Because since June and I do a weekly pick'ems, it's only fair that we follow each other and we alternate. But for this week,
oh man, this fucking guy, bro.
And I ain't sent my picks yet because he didn't send the format out. So I'm waiting for him to do that. All right, you ready, Nick?
Oh, hold on. Let me.
Please, this year, can you please not take forever?
Shut the hell up. All right, I'm ready. All right, I'm ready.
All
right.
So,
first game.
Thursday night game. We have Bills at Rams.
Oh, I'm going first.
Yeah.
Bills.
June.
Bills.
I'm going Rams at home.
This ain't preseason no more. This is like the real deal, bro. This is like
the real deal.
I know. Rams are unveiling their banner, showing off the Super Bowl win.
Come on. You see that? Don't waste time now.
No, I'm just saying Rams. All right, next team. Saints at Falcons.
Oh, no, I wrote mine's different. Can I read it off? I'm sorry, since I already wrote mine.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, sorry. So you did the first one. Oh, but I don't know who playing where. It doesn't matter. Eagles versus the Lions. Oh, I went Eagles. June. Okay. Frank.
Eagles.
Sorry, because I already wrote mine on this. All right. But I don't know where they're playing at. Let me click on it. 49ers at Bears.
Oh, man, that's a tricky one.
I know.
Nah, that's easy.
I'm going 49ers.
I'm going with the Niners.
June, I hate you. I'm going 49ers too.
You already messed it up by the first week.
It's all right.
All right, next one I have Steelers at Bengals. I'm going to Bengals. I don't fuck. June.
And they're playing in Cincinnati?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
You could go Steelers.
I'm going with Pittsburgh. I think it's going to be upset.
So I'm going Bengals.
All right.
All right. Patriots at Miami Dolphins. God damn, you put me first. The Dolphins.
Oh yeah, Miami all day.
And I'm gonna surprise you with this. I'm going Dolphins as well.
Oh, this motherfucker.
Damn. Okay.
All right. The Browns at
The Browns at who?
At Panthers.
Panthers. I'm going to do Panthers, actually.
Yep, Panthers.
That's the same thing I'm going.
All right. The Colts at Texans. I'm going to Colts.
Stop it. Colts.
Same thing for me.
God damn, is anybody gonna?
Nobody knows who Texans play for.
All right. The Saints at Falcons.
That's tricky. That's tricky because I don't know what
it is tricky. Look, it is tricky.
Easy.
Saints.
I'm going with the Saints.
Right.
Saints because of their defense. I think defense holds up.
The Ravens at the Jets.
That's it. That's a no-brainer.
I know, right?
Right. So I went the Jets. I'm lying. I went the Ravens.
Ravens did.
Ravens.
For real.
Jeez.
Right?
Ravens.
All right. The Jags at Commanders.
That's a tough
one.
Who'd you pick?
You know, when I asked about the Eagles and the Lions, your bitch ass didn't say fuck they. So I moved on.
I pointed. I pointed.
Oh, I didn't look. Okay.
Yes. That's why the Commodore is going to whoop that ass.
Going to Commanders?
Okay. Yep.
Frank?
I'm going Washington.
Okay. The names are damn long. I could have just put Wash, right? The Packers at Vikings.
That's tough.
I'm going Vikings.
I'm going Vikings too. Here we go. I knew it. I knew she was going to take forever.
We're almost done now.
Yeah.
Still.
I'll come back.
No. You got to pick.
I'm going to pick. I'm going to go. I'm going to go to Vikings. All right. The Giants at Titans. I'm going Titans.
Titans all day.
Titans.
All right. The Raiders at Chargers. I'm going to Chargers.
We're going Chargers at home.
Oh, Chargers, yeah, at home.
All right. The Chiefs at Cardinals. I am going the mighty Chiefs.
Going Arizona.
I'm going Arizona. No, no, no. I'm going Kansas City. If Hopkins would have been there, I would have chose Arizona.
The Buccaneers at Cowboys.
Bucks.
It's tough.
Yeah, this one's tough.
And they're playing in Dallas.
Mm-mm.
Mm. Mm. I'm gonna go.
I'm going Bucks.
Oh, this one hard.
Yeah, it ain't.
Cause
Cowboys.
the Bucks didn't look good to me during preseason, and I know it's preseason, but Cowboys been taking hits.
Cowboys done. Done. D-U-N. Done.
I'm gonna go the Bucks. I agree. They don't got nobody right now. Watch the Cowboys win. All right, Frank.
Yep. I said Bucks.
All right. And last but not least, Monday Night Football is between the Broncos at Russ.
Broncos at who?
Seahawks.
Gino back there?
Right?
You said what is it again?
Seahawks.
It doesn't matter. Broncos.
Doesn't matter. All right. Recap. Frank, you went the Rams against the Bills, Eagles. I can't even tell you what you went against. So, Frank, you went Rams, Eagles, 49ers, Bengals, Dolphins, Panthers, Colts, Saints, Ravens, Commanders, Vikings, Titans, Chargers, Cardinals, Bucks, and Broncos. June, you went Bills, Eagles, 49ers, Steelers, Dolphins, Panthers, Colts, Saints, Ravens, Commanders, Vikings, Titans, Chargers, Chiefs, Bucks, and the Broncos. I went Bills, Eagles, 49ers, Bengals, Dolphins, Panthers, Colts, Saints, Ravens, the Jags, Vikings, Titans, Chargers, Chiefs, Bucks, and the Broncos. May the right pick win. So I'm gonna tell you which one we went different. You went Rams instead of Bills, Frank. So that's one there. And what other one did we go different? And that's it, Frank. And in June, you and I only went different with the Jags and Commanders.
I'm telling you right now. I don't know. I just got this feeling. This energy just spoke to me.
So Frank only went different with one. All of it. June, you went different with two. You went Steelers when we went Bengals. Oh, so y'all both went one. Okay. Y'all both went one.
I'm telling you, I got this energy that just told me, and Blanco, I hope you listen to this. That the
Y'all both went
Bengals,
one.
that the Bengals may not be who they were last year. Oof.
Do you think
Oh,
the
you
Bengals
went
are going to
Steelers.
have a Super Bowl hangover?
So
Yeah.
I think the Bengals are gonna do fine. I think they have Trubisky. I honestly think Pickett is better than Trubisky. So I don't think the Steelers is gonna go great there. And then you went Rams. I think the Rams. I think the Rams ain't the same team, so I don't think they're gonna have no damn hangover with nothing. So, and then Commanders against my Jags. I think my Jags is gonna pull it up. I don't care if we lose. Y'all should know my shit would never change. My thing will always say Jags. I'm never going against my team, even if I know for a fact we're gonna lose today.
Yeah, that's
I'm not like
that was your flaw last year.
I'm not like like
You said that was your fault last year.
Yeah, it was.
yeah, but my flaw last year, I didn't come in last place. June did. Even with
I
my
took
flaw.
more risk.
And this year, if you want with preseason, I had more wins than both of y'all. And me and Frank tied one, but that tie would be a wash. If we want to claim it as a win for me, I still won 2 out of 3.
That was last year was preseason for us. If you think about it, that was like the first time together doing it. So it was preseason for us. This is the real deal. This is like the official season right now.
It is the real deal. I agree. So those are our pick-ups
That's
for this
our picks for the week. All right, then we're gonna close it out. Say what we gotta say. I'm gonna go first. Hey man, I'm excited. Less than 24 hours away. We'll be watching our first game of the NFL. Bills at Rams. I'm hoping for an explosive game, a great game. And Sunday's gonna be full of excitement. It was good to get on here again and record with you guys. Until next week.
It was cool being on here. Nikki, you go last because you got the energy. It was cool. Sorry I was late, guys. I was taking care of some personal stuff. I'll share the news later as long as everything pans out. It's good news. Great news. It's always blessings. Good to see you guys. I'm always happy. Hey, and when you're down, never stay down.
Okay, America. I feel like today took forever to come since February. It wasn't that when the Super Bowl was in February. I think like today took forever to come. But you know what? It has come. And tomorrow is our first game of the season. I am super excited. I think I was off during this preseason, so it'd be fun to be back on as the season begins. I hope sooner than later the team, to include Bree, because she is part of our team, will decide which game that we're all going to meet up on to actually attend a football game. I guess until then, y'all stay safe. And I guess we see y'all next week. Bye.